Dr. Jekyll and Mr Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Retold by John Escott. Text copyright Pearson Education Limited, 2000. Recording copyright Pearson Education Limited, 2008. Not to be publicly performed, resold, hired, copied or re-recorded without written permission from the publishers.
Chapter 1. The Door. Mr. John Utterson was a lawyer, and he lived in London. He seemed to be a cold man, without feeling. He never smiled, and he spoke only when it was necessary. But people liked him. There was something in his eyes that showed kindness. It showed his understanding of other people. Men and women came to him about the law, and he helped them all. It did not matter who they were. He lived a quiet and simple life. He enjoyed the theatre, but he did not visit it any more. His friends were people from his family, and very old friends from his old school. Then there was Mr. Enfield. Other people could see no reason for Mr. Utterson and Mr. Richard Enfield to be friends. Mr. Enfield was quite different from Mr. Utterson. He was younger, and enjoyed going to the theatre, to parties, and good restaurants. "Why are they friends?" people asked. "What do they talk about when they are together?" And the reply was, "If you see them on their Sunday walks, they never say anything. They don't seem to enjoy themselves." But the two men thought that their Sunday walks were an important part of the week. They enjoyed being together, and they enjoyed the walks, but they were often silent walks. On one of their walks, the two men found themselves in a narrow street in one of the busier parts of London. It was a quiet street on a Sunday, but during the week the little shops on each side were very busy. Because the shops were successful, they were clean and brightly painted. The road was clean. It was a pleasant street to walk along. Near one end of this street, there was a break in the line of shops. There was a narrow entrance to a courtyard, and next to it was the windowless end of a tall, dark, ugly house. A door in this wall was unpainted and needed repair. Old men sometimes slept in the doorway, and small boys sometimes played on the steps and wrote their names on the door with their pocket knives. Mr. Enfield and the lawyer were on the other side of the street, but Mr. Enfield pointed to it with his walking stick. "Have you ever noticed that door before, John?" he asked. "Yes. Ugly, isn't it?" replied Mr. Utterson. "Every time I pass it," said Mr. Enfield, "I think about a day last winter. A very strange thing happened." "Oh?" said Mr. Utterson. "What was it?"